I got a new Sammy t-shirt. It's redbubble.com. Woo! Hey guys, so it's like what, a week late? Because I've just been so busy, and last week I was like coughing all the time, and if you wanted me coughing through a video, that's really weird. So this was the 14th episode, and like the last review, if I sound like I have no idea what I'm talking about, it's because I watched the episode last week, and I haven't rewatched it specifically for the review. So that is why that's why I might be like, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, basically, Kevin is back! Well, temporarily. That's it, that's all I know. There were flickering lights and chills, and it's like, ooh, and there was like someone following Sam and Dean, and Dean was into rock music, and Sam was doing Sammy things, and then yeah, there's all the flickery lights, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? What's happening? And then Sam's like, so, and Dean's like, yeah, we got a ghost, and everyone's like, oh, ghost, no, oh my god. That sounded really sarcastic. Dean is like, this has to be Kevin, this is Kevin, this is Kevin, this is Kevin, it's Kevin! And Sam's like, it might be Kevin. They're trying to make contact, and, you know, things keep happening, like a glass explodes or a mug explodes. The coffee machine fucks up, and all that sort of stuff. And they realise it's Kevin, and then Kevin turns up, and everyone's like, it's Kevin! And it's all happy and joyful, but then he wants to see his mum, and everyone's like, oh, baby, we don't know where your mum is. So they go find this, like, ghost lady, and she said that his mum's alive. And I don't remember her, because I thought when they were saying about getting the mum back, I was like, well, they're not going to do it, because I didn't remember seeing the actress's name in the start of the show, but they obviously did. Unless they didn't, and it was supposed to be a surprise. I have no idea. And it's... and Sam rescues Mrs. Tran while Dean's sorting out that weird storage dude. And then they get trapped, and then they get out. Basically, I really suck at explaining stuff. But basically, at the end, we have Kevin, and Mrs. Tran, like reuniting. It's just. And then she takes the ring that he's like attached to with her to go, so they're like together, and it's just adorable, and I'm so sad. And then, but just before they go, Kevin says to Dean and Sam, just get over it. Look, it's just, dudes, get over it. About the whole thing about, you know, Sam and Dean clashing. And Sam says, I promise, and the moment that Kevin and Mrs. Tran leave, he walks off into his room, does not talk to Dean, and just shuts the door, and basically, you, Sam, are a complete I want to kill you right now! Why would you do that? Dick face. I forgot to tell you all the stuff that happened with Cass. Basically, stuff happens with Cass. He goes finds Bartholomew, and Bartholomew like worked for him when Cass was God, and he did his job wrong, and Bartholomew was and then Cass killed Bartholomew, and now he's got followers. People like him again. I'm so happy for you, Cass. You got followers. So my likes, I just generally love that Kevin's back. Although he probably won't be around much longer, which makes me really sad, because he will eventually just turn into an angry spirit if he's around a lot. So I think it's going to get to the point where he's going to be maybe in another episode, or like 2 episodes, but then they sort out heaven and he goes up to heaven. I think that's how it's going to go. And I just love that Dean really wanted to make contact with Kevin, and they were trying to make contact with Kevin. They did, and Dean talking to Kevin when he was trying to make contact, saying about how sorry he was, and oh, because Dean, you're breaking my heart here. I love the line that had been shown on previews for ages, and it was just he's not that into things, Dean, about Crowley. I just thought it was funny. As well as Kevin being back, I'm so happy that Mrs. Tran is back, because it was a bit of an open-ended thing, and they hadn't really resolved it. It was all like, well, she might be dead, but I'm not going to tell you, because Crowley's a douchebag. And I did think, are they going to just ignore this? Is it going to be like Adam? It's going to be like, is he coming back? Is Mrs. Tran forgotten about? But no, she hasn't been forgotten about, and she's been saved, and and I loved how Sam rescued her, and she was just like, Sam, and he was like, it's okay. Yeah. And I've written here, Sam kicking ass, because, yeah, he kicked ass. I like that Mrs. Tran killed, is it Del? The dude who's the really weird hipstery glasses dude. I like that she killed him as a bit of a retribution kind of thing, but at the same time I was a bit like, ah! Just generally the scene where Kevin and Mrs. Tran reunited, and my fears! And it's just so beautiful, and she was like, hey mom, and hey son, and I was like, oh no! One thing I loved most was that Sam was obviously still feeling terrible about the fact that technically he killed Kevin, in the sense that he was the vessel when it happened, and I like that he got his forgiveness for that, and Kevin's like, I know that's not your fault, and I know it wasn't you. I don't hate you, dude. Come on, guy. You know, don't beat yourself up about this. This was not your fault. I loved that, and I loved that he was saying, can you two just get over it? You know, can you just, you know, kiss and make up now in a non-creepy way? And I love that, to start with, I love that Sam was like, I promise. And then he went and screwed up. Damn it, Sammy! In regards to Cass, because I seem to be just mentioning him last the whole time, I really liked that he was refusing to help with the torture that Bartholomew was doing to the angels. I wasn't expecting him to be like, okay, yes, I'm just gonna torture people, because that's not Cass. I don't know. I'm just glad he said no, because if he'd said yes, that would be bad. But the fact he said he would rather just die instead. Although that's very sad, and don't die, Cass. Please don't die again. Like, you've died too many times, and it really hurts. And don't get hurt again, because you getting hurt's really sad. But yeah, he kicked ass also, and he killed Bartholomew. And that was awesome. But also the fact that he's now got followers. Like, you know, the start of the season, every angel was out for his head. They were ready to fucking kill him because they thought it was his fault about the angels falling. They thought he was the one who'd done it when he wasn't. He was tricked into it. He didn't realise. I'm just so glad he's got followers now. He's got friends. No, Cass, whatever your name is, you have friends. Yay! No, just come back to 17 and give him hugs. I don't know why. Just do it. My dislikes was just Sam's attitude the whole time, mostly, about how he just was like, oh, it's not Kevin. And it's like, just stop it. Just be nice. Stop, don't be mean. And yeah, though I did really like his scenes with Mrs. Tran, but I really, really didn't like, in the sense that it really upset me, not that I didn't like it happening. It really made me so sad when Mrs. Tran was asking about Kevin. She didn't know that Kevin was dead, and Sam had to tell her. And I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it. And right now I just dislike Sam so much because he is just being a colossal dick. I just want to smack him because he's just being so unreasonable, and come on, just make up with your brother. He's prepared to, you know, put this all behind him, and you are not, and I don't like that. Yeah. One thing I didn't like was relating to Cass and Bartholomew, in the sense that I saw an interview with the guy who played Bartholomew, and he was saying about their relationship or there was something about Cass and Bartholomew's past that would surprise us. I wasn't surprised. I don't know, I was hyping myself up for some really big revelation. I don't know what it was, but I was hyping myself up like, this is going to be really awesome, there's going to be some really awesome thing. And I was like, oh. So, just that was a minor disappointment, but it didn't ruin the episode, so that's okay. Did I cry? I got extremely teary-eyed. By that, I mean, star of the show, I said Osric. Because I missed him so much, and he was awesome in this episode. But also Mrs. Tran, because I've been so happy to see her again. Like, yeah. I'm not saying Jensen, Jared, or Misha were terrible. They were not. They were all amazing as usual. But firstly, I don't like what Sam's doing right now. So, if he's being a right complete arsehole, I'm not going to pick Jared. Because, well, in a sense, I suppose his acting is so good, he's making me dislike him. Not Jared himself. I would never dislike Jared. How could you even say that? Though the whole, I don't know, Cass's appearance in this episode didn't really interest me over that much. That's probably why I've mentioned more about the whole Kevin and Mrs. Tran storyline than the Cass part of the episode, because I wasn't overly into that part. I wasn't really engaged. So, yeah, that's just a little explanation for that. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I'd probably say 4.5, because it wasn't absolutely perfect. Like, it wasn't like, wow, that was amazing, but it wasn't a 4 and it wasn't a 3, so 4.5. Next episode is I can't remember what it's got the ghost faces in it, which is going to be interesting, because I think the last appearance they had was, what, season 3, season 5, or season 4? I think it was season, I don't even know. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what's in store for them, because I really did like their episodes. And I'm familiar to watch the web series. I think it's on one of my box set DVDs, so I'll check that out. Yeah. So, in other random Supernatural fandom news, we've had a couple more pictures of, like, Thomas and Shepard, which is really adorable. I always really love seeing pictures of them because they're like, just, ah! And it was Jensen's birthday on Saturday. I think it's 36? I think, because I can't remember. Yes, 36. He's 36. If he's not 36, I apologise, Jensen, but you don't look a day over 30, so I don't think I'm offending you that bad. And Jared tweeted saying, was it happy birthday? Justin Bieber's birthday is the same day. Fucking brat. And so Jared was saying, oh yeah, I was going to say happy birthday to this guy, he's like a brother to me, he's amazing. If it wasn't for him, Supernatural wouldn't be possible. Happy birthday, Justin Bieber! And we're like, ah, Jared, you little... I don't know if I told you this, but I have my e-ticket for Asylum 12. I got that ages ago. I didn't know why I mentioned it in previous vlog. And we have 2 new guest announcements, which is awesome. We've got Osric. I'm going to give him a really big hug. And I was going to like hug him and cry and say I miss you loads, but I suppose I could still say that. And just yesterday, we got an announcement that Sebastian Roche, I don't know how to pronounce his surname, is now coming as well. So that's Balthazar, and apparently he's hilarious. And apparently, all his talks are rated like 18 plus. Ha! I'm 18 now. Because he is so inappropriate. So that should be interesting. I'm still hoping out for Jared. But I know that it's not necessarily going to happen. Plus, for my own like health, that might not be appropriate because I might like die. What I really hope is that they haven't like got them in secret and somehow they're gonna like announce it at the event, because firstly that's all my money going on them, and no one else, apart from Misha, because I already have a photo with him. But secondly, if they announce that in the opening ceremony, and they like come on stage, I will be dead. I will just straight down. I will die. And I don't want that to happen, because I want to at least have some warning that Jensen and or Jared are coming, and I want to be able to prepare for this mentally, because I think my brain may explode. And it's just sort of a health and safety thing, because first of all, I don't want, like, my brain splattered on people, and, like, yeah, I'd actually quite like to meet them, but just not, I'd rather know about it beforehand. I don't know why my face is so close to the camera. But seriously, I'm already, like, convinced I'm gonna start sobbing about, at seeing Misha. So if I met, Jensen or Jared, we'd have a problem, guys. We would have a big problem. I would be, like, crying my eyes out. Especially for Jared. Because I don't know, he's just sort of helped me more with all my shit. I don't know, I always seem, when there's like a group of people that I really love, there's always one that I really, really gravitate towards, and that person is Jared, the one who's like a foot taller than me, and probably could stamp on me and kill me. Not saying he would, I don't think he'd want to stamp on one of his fans, but I'm just saying that potentially he could kill me, just literally with his, like, strength. So I'd ask for a hug, but then I'd also be slightly scared that he's going to kill me. But what a way to go! Being crushed to death by Jared Padalecki, I don't think anyone would complain. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now, because this is, oh my god, it's 20 minutes long! Okay, bye!